So we're gonna rank video game controllers. Okay, so obviously starting with the Switch, it has good gripability, or not gripability, but like I guess it slides on very nice. It's nice like that. But I tell you what, when I'm in bed and I'm holding the Switch above my head and my hands slip, there's no grip. There's no grip to it. They sell attachments for like, I don't know, 30 bucks, 40 bucks. I you know what? They could have designed this a lot better, but they wanted the sleek design, but the usability isn't there, right? They weren't thinking about the usability. They just were like, we want to make something that looks cool. And for that reason, you know what? I still like the Switch. I'll put it in C tier. It's not completely D tier because you can still press the buttons all right. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? 360, dude. That was like peak, right? Like even the way your hands sat on the controller and the thumbsticks, it was pretty good. I don't know why, but the PlayStation, you know how they had the analog sticks like right next to each other on the PlayStation controller, but the Xbox was like this. But I don't know, the Xbox just felt a little better. But for that reason, I think I'll put it in S. Like that's you can't beat it. That's for sure. The Xbox controller. Microsoft, what were you thinking, man? What were you thinking with this? Because, I mean, it was the early design of this, right? But what is this bulge in the bottom? They wanted it to look cool. They wanted it to look futuristic, right? But what is this? What was this bulge in the bottom here? It didn't do it for me. Didn't it was still usable. It was the early works of the Xbox 360 controller. Um, I will say something about the 360 controller to backtrack a little bit. The battery pack on the back, like rubbing up against your little fingernails, dude. Rubbing up against your fingernails, pushing them in and stuff. I didn't like that. Wasn't a fan. I'm gonna actually put it down to A. Just because of the big battery pack in the back. Also, you lost those things. It's a skill issue, but like you lost them all the time. This I'm gonna put in B. It was the predecessor to this. I do think it's better than the Switch controller. And that is controversial, but I don't care. This, what is this? The NES controller? The NES controller was comfortable, but then again, no grips. But I do think it's better than the Switch. Okay? I'll say it. Nobody else will say it. I'll say it. It was better than the Switch. Um, PS4 controller, peak. Peak. Put it up there. Peak. That's that's how it should work, right? I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is. If anyone knows what this is or like any of the ones that I don't know, if you know it, write it down in the comments and I'm going to look it up. But I have no clue what this is. So, is there a don't know category? I don't know. D for don't know or it's bad. Um but by the look of it, it looks bad. So, it's too banana shaped. It's too like a bean, you know? Um I don't even know what controller that is. It's like a bean though, you know? And I don't want to play a bean. I want to play a controller. I think this is the first one that I'm actually going to put in D because I don't even see that being a comfortable grip. I don't see you sitting there sweating on video games. Also, what it's just it looks bad. It looks bad. Okay? And then you got the PlayStation 2 controller. Again, kind of peak, but it was so angular. Right? You had those ridges. You had the ridges on it that were like kind of I don't know, they were bulky. You know, it didn't feel like it formed to your hand. Okay? There was many a nights I would stay up and get that controller sweaty as hell, right? And it was good. It was reliable. It was hard to break those things. I'll say that. It was hard to break. But it just felt weird. I don't know. I'll put it in A along with the 360, right? It's great. It's good, but like just the hand feel. It didn't feel right. Um Kind of like the battery pack on this. Wii U, get out of here. Get get out of here. We don't want you here. Okay. Switch controller. It's bulky. I have a Switch controller. It's bulky. It feels okay, right? They're getting the grip, the form, everything down to a science, and it's kind of crazy for Switch to do that, right? When they could have just designed these to have grips. I don't know. I but it's bulky, but it's reliable. These things, yeah, they're hard to break. Like if you've ever held a Pro controller in your hand, it's hard to break. Oh wait, is this not the PS2 controller? Because I see a PS2 controller right here, but it looks the exact same. I think that's the yeah. I think it's both the PS2. Future Cyan editing this video here. It's a PS3 controller, dummy. But yeah, for that reason, it's too bulky. I would like a little bit more, less hand real estate in it. You know what I'm saying? Less hand real estate with my Switch controllers. I would like if it was slimmer. I also get sweaty hands with this. I don't know. It's just too big. But I would rather. I would put it up here. Because I would use these comfortably all day. Right? I would use these comfortably all day. These look kind of eh. Yeah. Okay. The PS1 controller, I'm just going to put it right below the PS2. They were still working on their stuff. I will say it's more sleek. It has a sleek design, but it's too skinny at this point. I know that I'm giving unrealistic expectations for these consoles, but there's a perfect medium. You know, there's a perfect medium. Um yeah, I think that's a good placement. Yeah. The GameCube controller. Okay, I apologize. Smash community. It wasn't that great. Okay? It wasn't peak. It was okay. It wasn't peak. Okay? If I'm playing Smash Ultimate, guys, I'm plugging in a Pro controller. Okay? I'm not plugging in a GameCube controller. And if you want to fight about it, comment. But everyone has their own opinions. It's fine. But I don't know. It was never for me. I played the GameCube growing up. Um, Never liked it. It was okay. It was to play games. It's very B tier, maybe C, because it's like they were trying to think outside the box, right? Just like with the N64 controller, they were thinking outside the box, but it's a hard in the middle, but I think it leans more for the nostalgia for me here. It leans there. It's there. A brick. This is the Nintendo. A brick. It's so uncomfortable in your hands. It's so bad, but you gotta cut them some slack. Because it was the first. But if we're rating on comfortability, I think, then it's gonna get like a low. It's gonna be like low on the totem pole. I'm sorry, Nintendo. I know it was your first go. But it just felt clunky, man. And you can't comfortably hold it for long periods of time without the corners kind of like digging into your palm. You know what I'm talking about? Um, this this mug right here was clunky, dude. This was clunky. That was the first console I ever played, was the N64. And it was clunky, dude. Of course, you never held it like both like ends. You always held it like a like a gun or something, like having the middle and the side and playing like that, you know? You never used the D-pad really. And it was just, it was weird. It was experimental. I will put it in there with the Switch. They were experimenting. Of course, this was very carefully thought out, but I think that they could have done better. But this, it was just they were experimenting because it was very new. But anyway, what is this? What is it? What is that? Is that a Dreamcast? What is this? That looks clunky, but it looks... Okay, one second. It looks clunky, right? But it looks like I could play on that. It looks like I could game. It looks like I could game. Yeah, I could game on that. Not like all day, but I would put it up. Do I dare put it up there with the PS1 controller? It just looks like I could play. Is that the cord coming out the bottom? Nah, go to see. Go to see. Nah, we're not playing that game, dude. We're not doing that. The Wii controller and the nunchuck. For the Wii, the nunchuck? Who used the nunchuck? Okay, let me ask you. Who used the nunchuck? I'm gonna get in real close. Which one of you guys used the nunchuck? Not me. I never did. Wii boxing, get out of here. I know Twilight Princess. I used to play Twilight Princess on the Wii. It had some nunchuck ability. I didn't use it. I just why the nunchuck? Also, I mean, it felt good fitting. Okay, don't even. It felt good fitting in your hand when you were using it. Oh god. But when you turned it sideways, that's where it got a little weird. But like for like baseball and tennis, the way that it was intended, it was kind of good, but let's be honest, it's not like a controller. It's like a it's it's a relic of its time. And just for that, I'll put it in A. It's a relic. It's I'm going to go B. I'm going to go B. I'd put it with these guys. 100% actually. I don't even know why I put A. Is this another PlayStation 2 controller? But wireless? Just put it up there. What is up with all these PlayStation 2 controllers? Or is this the PlayStation 1? Surely not. I think, like, what is up with this? I don't know. This one was the most comfortable. This one right here. It was always the most comfortable. Especially those joysticks. I liked the joysticks on that. But yeah, just put them all up there, man. What is this? What is this? Is this the Xbox controller? What the heck is that? What is this? I don't, it looks more comfortable than this. So just because of that, I'll put it up here. It just looks more comfortable. And the Xbox, okay. If the PS5 controller was here, I'd put it in S tier too. But this is S tier. All day. It's just good. It's just really well designed. A little bit clunky. I'm not going to say like too clunky, but a little bit. But it's good. Just like the PlayStation 4 PS5 controller. This controller, this is the one I use. I use the PS5 because it's so sleek and it feels the best. And I would also every day use the Xbox controller. Xbox One controller. Anyway, yeah. If you guys have any qualms with my tier list here, take it up with me in the comments. But this is my ranking. This is the list, boys. This is it. Anyway, if you liked the video, like, subscribe. Go check out my other videos. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I make okay content. Join the community. There's a Discord, all that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.